Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Champions Tournament Match 2. And today we have the teams Russia and USA. We have Sandoya here from USA team and also Fluffy here from USA, as well as Amos from Russia and also Hanzo. As we can see, Sandoya starts off with a nice utility flash as a start off, while the TRs are playing slow. They throw a flash in and are going up slowly. Well, the CT players are holding their defensive quite nicely. We can see Hanzo throws a nade, and that nade did not work effectively, but we can still see that they are making progress. They make contact. Amos here tries to pre-fire but ultimately retreats, and he goes in for a kill, and we can see that they are making contact. Sandoya gets a kill on Hanzo while Fluffy gets a kill on Amos. That was a nice one from the USA team. As we have seen the previous match between Pakistan and India, Pakistan ultimately came up top and won by a great margin, as the Russian players are doing an eco round. They have Desert Eagles and are hoping for a nice execution. They're going up slow and steady. Nice one. Amos here. We have him going up and he's going slow. The CT's through a nade and he's here checking his corner. Hanzo is also here. Fluffy is holding his angle. Sandoya throws a nade to cover Amos. Fluffy's over here and he's checking his angles quite nicely, and as we can see, Amos is taking advantage and moving up. They make contact and Fluffy gets a kill on Amos. That was a nice one, and he's still camping. He goes up for a frag and he withdraws. Sandoya is covering the other side and Fluffy is holding the other. This is a nice crossfire position that is highly defensive. As we can see here, Hanzo is slowly moving up through the smoke, and this can be some sort of opportunity, but Sandoya gets the kill on Hanzo. That was a really nice round from the USA. Nice execution from both teams though. We can't expect anything special though, because all teams have a chance at this. The Russian team can make a nice comeback on the round switch, but Sandoya here throws a flashbang and a nade. He is going for an early attack. He hits, but Hanzo ultimately gets the kill on him. Amos throws a nade to cover Fluffy. His teammate Hanzo is holding the other side and he throws another nade, but it doesn't land. Fluffy is pressured and is holding an angle. They throw a flashbang. Fluffy is hoping for a kill, but Hanzo gets him from behind. That was a nice one. That was a nice comeback round from Russia. And Hanzo buys an AK, which is way more efficient at hitting headshots. Now we can expect a lot from this match. And as we can see that they are frozen here for some reason now. This seems to be some sort of technical difficulty or some sort of error. I'm not aware of it though. They have to some sort of like fix this or something. I don't know what was that, but the Russian team has to make a comeback now because they are in a pretty frustrating situation. Hanzo is holding this position, and we can see Amos slowly trying to make contact, hoping for a frag. Sandoya holds this angle, and Fluffy, he goes up for a bait, pre-fires a little but withdraws, and we can see that Amos is moving up slowly. They make contact and Amos gets the kill on Fluffy and he plants the bomb. That's a nice move. That's really good. He picks up an M4A1 and it would be best for him to retreat, and he does retreat. That was a nice one. Now Sandoya is highly pressured. He has to push and he has to make it worth. He throws a smoke and he is about to make contact, and he's going slow and steady, but he does get the kill on Amos and tries for a ninja defuse, but Hanzo does get the kill on him through the smoke. Nice one from the Russian team. That was a high end execution, and now we're up to the other round. Now the Russian team has to make their gameplay more precise because the USA team has been performing exceptionally well. They have nice utility standards and they play offensive midfielding, and we have Sendoya here. The Russians throw a nade. He also throws a nade of his own and is going up slowly. Goes up. Pre-fires a little for a bait. And then camps again. You can see they make contact and Amos gets the kill on Sendoya. We have Fluffy here and he is pressured a lot from both sides. He is in a bad situation. He fires and he retreats, fires, and Amos gets the double kill on both of the players. That was a really nice one from Amos. Now this is the last round before side switch. Now the Russian team can win this round and hope for a really nice comeback on CT side, because Dune is CT sided. The USA players throw an entry flash while Hanzo is camping for a frag. They may make contact and he fires, but Sendoya retakes him and takes down Hanzo. Now he retreats, throws a smoke, throws a nade, and he goes up for a pre-fire to the smoke. Emo is pressured now and he goes up for a kill, but Sendoya takes him, and that was a really nice performance from Sendoya. Now the teams will change. The Russian team has a nice advantage. They can still win on CT side, but the USA team has a really offensive play. They can pretty much make a massive distance even on the T side. Now we see our Russian players as CTs. They may play offense or defense combined midfielding. Amos goes up and they get flashed. Sendoya is taking the opportunity and moving. He throws a smoke. Both of the players are pressured now. The USA team has a massive advantage because of the smoke. Amos throws a flashbang and tries to retaliate, but gets struck down by Fluffy, and he gets a double kill. That was really nice. He plants the bomb for the cash bonus. Very nice performance from Fluffy that round. We can see that the USA team is winning. Apparently they have a huge chance of winning now. Their play has been perfect down to the last detail. Next round we can see Fluffy throws a flashbang into the entry. They both rush in and Fluffy gets a kill on Amos while Sendoya gets a kill on Hanzo. That was perfectly fine. Now they have a nice opportunity to win here. They set up nicely. All their nades are really pinpoint perfect from what I can assess. Next round we can see Amos throws a nade while the USA players throw a flash in, and Amos gets a really nice kill on Sendoya, but he did manage to get Hanzo. But Fluffy hits a wonderful headshot straight to Amos, making the score 3-7, which is incredibly nice for the USA team. They played perfectly. Also, this match is just one of the two matches that I mentioned. The other match will be shown on Abdullah SO2's channel, while this match here will be posted on Ruldking's channel. Now we can see both of the players are rushing. They fire, Amos gets a kill, and Fluffy gets a double kill. That was really nice. Both of the players performed exceptionally well. Even the Russian players did manage to perform really nicely. Sendoya was the MVP